Hi beautiful, it's Anna Nicole, and in today's video we'll be learning about skin prep, concealer, and contour placement. Let's get into it. First things first, you are going to want to start your makeup off on clean skin. This removes any oil, any dirts, all of that good stuff. The next, we're going to tone the skin. Now, toner helps refine the pores, and this is not a step that you want to skip. The next thing we want to do is determine what type of moisture we need for our client's skin. So my client has normal skin, but it is wintertime, so I decide to take extra precautions to make sure that her skin is hydrated throughout the day and throughout the makeup look. Now we're going in with our primer. Our primer is going to help the makeup stick and help the makeup last throughout the entire day. So please add primer. All the products that I'll be using for this makeup look will be listed down in the description box. So make sure you guys go down and check it out. I'll also attach a link so that way if you see any products that you need or like, you can just click and add to cart. Now we're going to get into this concealer placement. Guys, concealer is so important. We want to make sure that we're choosing the right concealer. If you have oily skin, please use a matte concealer. If you have dry to normal skin, please use a hydrating concealer. Hydration is your best friend if you have dry skin, okay? So the type of concealer that you use for your under eye is so important. This is what's going to create a flawless makeup look, a flawless base, all of that. Don't say I didn't put you on. Don't say I didn't tell you, okay? If you're wondering why your makeup is looking cakey, it's looking ashy, it's looking dry, it's because you're not using the right products for your specific skin type. I get it. You want to do the tutorial, you want to follow the steps of how people do things, but their skin may not be your specific skin type. So we must understand that, okay? We must understand the type of products that we're buying and why we're buying them and why we are using them. You guys notice where I placed the concealer. I placed it on her chin, under her eye, forehead, and the bridge of her nose. If I was to take a flashlight and point it on her face, there will be natural light hitting her face, and you guys can kind of see it still. Like, you can see where the light is hitting her face. That is natural highlight. So that is where you want to place your concealer. I hope that makes sense. I mean, you can visually see it, but I get it. Some people kind of gotta like have it explained. But yeah, you guys can see here the natural light is hitting her cheeks, her chin, her forehead, and her nose. So that is where we want to place our concealer. Also, I like to go in and blend out the edges and work my way inwards when it comes to blending my concealer. Also, I like to use a brush, but if you are just now starting out or if you want a more natural looking makeup look, use a sponge. There's no right or wrong. Sponges are great for blending in those hard lines. And also, sponges are great for creating a more natural type of makeup look. Y'all can see she feeling it. She is feeling herself right now. So, yeah, I like to use a brush because a brush just doesn't pick up as much product. Now we're going in with our contour. When it comes to contour, you can use 1 to 2 shades darker than the foundation shade. I don't like to go in using the same contour shade for the nose because I feel like when I use the same contour shade for the whole face, the nose just sticks out. So I like to go in with a lighter contour shade, and then for the rest of the face, I'll just use a darker contour shade because, I don't know, the nose just sticks out way too much when you use a really dark contour shade on the nose. I don't know why. Like I say, it's a science to this. You know what I mean? It's a science, and I'm going to just follow it, all right? So you guys can see here, I placed dots on her forehead, a line of contour on her higher cheekbones, and her jawline. I think, what is it called? The zygomagus, whatever. Honey, zygomagus bone. That is where you want to place your contour. Y'all can look it up. Look it up, Google it. But yeah, that's where you want to place your contour. Now I'm going in with a lighter concealer under eye. I'm a bright under eye girly, so I'm going in with a brighter concealer shade. and this is just going to just bring the look all together. Now, I typically go in and tone down the concealer just a little bit because too bright of a concealer will create flashback. So go in with the foundation shade of the pressed powder, kind of bring that look all together. I don't like to leave a bright under eye just super bright, but I do like a bright under eye, if that makes sense. Like I said, it's all a science. So here I'm going to blend out my bright under eye with a sponge. Like I said, I don't want to leave that too bright. I want it to still be natural looking. Now I'm going in with the red lippy. I wanted to do a more ombre type of red lip, but I could not find a really dark burgundy type of lipstick. So I was like, okay, let's just go with this. It still turned out really cute for a date night. So yeah, she ate for sure. My biggest ick, and it's not fussing at anyone, but my biggest ick is when I see people using the lipstick one freshly out the container on clients. Like, that is a big no-no. That is so unsanitary and it's unhealthy. Like, why would you do that? That's just being careless. So if you're an aspiring MUA, or you're, a MUA, and you're just trying to figure out how to go about things, always use disposables. Always use clean brushes. As a service provider, it is your job, it is your duty, it is your integrity to make sure that you are servicing people the right way. That means using sanitizer. That means using disposable, clean brushes. Do not use dirty brushes on people's face. Like, what? Like, don't do that. So when it comes to being a professional, be a professional and do your job the right way. That's like going to a restaurant, sitting down, and you eating off dirty plates. I would be disgusted. And anybody that's doing that, come on, like, you know better. You should have a care to, service people the right way. But anyways, I ain't fussing at nobody. I ain't nobody mama. I'm just letting y'all know, do things the right way, okay? So yeah, we're going in, just making sure that she has enough lipstick on her lips. All that good stuff, just kind of finishing the lips off. I went in with a little bit of foundation and concealer to clean up her lips, just to bring that shape out more. The small details matter when it comes to makeup, okay? The smallest details matter. So yeah, if you got the time, go in and add those details, because it just brings the look all together. So now I'm just going in with some pressed powder, and I am creating a seamless blend between the contour, the concealer, the foundation. So that pressed powder is just going to blend everything all together. I am the type of makeup artist, I love layers, okay? You can layer your makeup without it being heavy. I like layers. So now I'm going in with my loose powder, and I'm just snatching the face. Honey, the face got to be snatched. I don't care what type of face shape you got. Snatch that face. So notice I'm not using a whole lot of loose powder. Listen, when it comes to these products, they are not cheap, and you don't need to use a lot of loose powder to get the job done, okay? Go in very lightly to snatch the face, and y'all can see it looks great, and I didn't have to use a lot. I did a little swap here, a little swap there, and we called it a day. Now, what I like to do is, this will be the time I go in and I add my blush, or I go back in with some pressed powder and I wipe that loose powder away. This is also going to create a beautiful blend. So seamless, so soft, so airy and light. I just love it. So yeah, this is also going to help with flashback. Go in and use a pressed powder. Use the foundation shade pressed powder. Pressed powder is going to be your best friend. It's light, it's finely refined, and it's just whoever invented it, gosh, you knew what you were doing. So yeah, go in and finish things with the pressed powder. Then I like to go in using two types of setting sprays. I go in with a hydrating setting spray. This is going to melt my powders. And then I go in with a matte setting spray. This is going to help the makeup look be long lasting. It's waterproof, sweat proof. So again, I like to do those in layers as well. I let between each spray, I let it dry, and then I go back in and I spray some more and I spray some more. Clients hate this part. They are always so dramatic when it comes to the setting spray, and I get it. It's like someone pouring water on you. So if y'all see her making faces, that is exactly why. Like, everybody just makes this dramatic face when it comes to the setting spray. But look, hey, it's got to be done. We've got to set your face, period. So yeah, this will be the time you'll go back in, clean up any lines of demarcation, blend everything together, and that is the final look. Just, moment of silence, please. Everything is well blended, well snatched, the skin prep, the skin looking hydrated, still plump. I just love it. All right, but now it's time for the flash test. All the lights are off except for the flash. You guys can see everything is blended well. It looks great. Her skin looks great. And yeah, it's so beautiful. And that is a wrap. Thank you guys so much for watching. My goal is to get to 100K subscribers. So please subscribe. Please like, comment, share. I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time.